Hi everyone. We're here at Zivid booth at Vision in Stuttgart. We're on the second day now of Vision. It went super well. And we have this beautiful demo with SICK. So today we just want to go with you through what we're doing here. And we're going to interview just a bunch of people. Some people from Zivid, but also Nimal from SICK, our partner. So we can just go through this beautiful demo and see how we actually made it together. For the purpose of the video, we're just going to take out our mask because we have a great microphone, but maybe not that great. So here I am with, yes, you can take it off. Look at this. So much better. Yes. So we're here with Henrik. Henrik, so who are you?
So I'm Henrik, and I'm one of the founders of Zivid. So I've been, we started in the research, and then we saw that there was a need for better 3D cameras to do, things like you see behind us here, and also to in manufacturing and in logistics to start to do more of automation tasks that humans are doing today, but machines.
Can you go through a bit of the history of Zivid, like how long has it been and the steps?
Yeah, so we started in 2015. Actually, it started right here in Stuttgart at Vision 2014. So that was a little before we started the company, but we were there. We were here as a research. We came from Sintef. It's a research institute. We called ourselves Shapecrafter at that time.
Yes.
So we had a small booth, and then we showed the prototype, and the interest was enormous. So clearly we had something good, and we were like, oh my God, we need to start a company. So
nice.
That we did. We went home to Norway, and in 2015 we started Zivid, our company today. So it's 6 years.
Yeah.
We've been.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
and
it's a long way from the small booths that you had at Vision. Now we have a super nice booth.
Yeah,
right?
now things have happened, right?
Yes.
So now we are at the third generation of cameras. In 2016, also at Vision, we released Zivid 1. That was our first camera. And then in 2018, 2 years later, we came with the Zivid 1 Plus. That was a series with small, medium, large cameras. And this time we're showing Zivid 2. We actually released it last year at the time that the Vision 2020 was supposed to be, but as you all know, the COVID didn't allow us to do that. But now we're showing it here also at Vision 21, and it's a super great camera, and we will talk more about that in the coming
in the
session.
Next interviews. Yes,
yeah.
Nice. So you're a big machine vision nerd. You love machine vision, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you've been working in that for a few years now.
Yep.
And so I was wondering, how do you see the market and the future of vision going for the next years?
Yeah, so in short, I think what we will see more of is what we see behind us here. We will see more use of on-arm, where the flexibility of the robot can be used to serve more stations, several bins, pick and pack, things like that. And I think also what we will see is we will see more growth in logistics. So especially piece picking in logistics, which is quite hard to do today, but there is advancement now in software and also in camera technologies that kind of making that feasible as well. So we see a huge growth in that going forward. So manufacturing there's a lot happening in manufacturing already. And I think logistics is kind of the new thing that's coming. So, and I think our camera technology is very well suited. Both these things, on-arm in manufacturing, and also in logistics with the color and the quality and all the benefits that's, for instance, important for AI software.
Nice. And the last question for you, how would you summarize Zivid in one word or one sentence? One sentence.
One sentence.
Yes, okay.
I'll give you 4 words.
Yes.
That's one sentence. See more, do more.
Yes.
So that's also our
that's
slogan.
our motto.
Yeah, for the launch of the Zivid 2. And it's about to see more, like the ability to see more parts, more types of objects, and then to do something with those objects. So that could be picking or assembly, putting them together, or inspection or things like that. So you want to see more so you can do more, and yeah, that's what we are about.
That's what we are. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay then, thank you very much, Henrik. I'm looking for my next victim.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, they're probably busy talking because
They
it has
are.
been a lot of things happening.
Yes. Yes, it's your turn. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Come here.
I can stand here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, and you?
I'm fine.
Yes. So who are you?
Me?
Øyvind, yeah?
Yeah, so, well, you know my name.
Yes. But what do you do in Zivid?
Yeah, so I'm head of product in Zivid. So basically I work very closely with the customers and the sales team and the engineering team, try to bridge the gap to figure out what we're going to make and who we're going to make it for and why we're going to do that.
Nice.
So that's
what you do. VP
find a
products.
little bit of the ethos and the logos.
Yeah, nice.
And the
And so
pathos.
about the products, what can you tell us about the line of products that we have? What's so special about the cameras?
We have it's not a very broad portfolio, but it's a very feature-rich one. So we have two camera portfolios. One of them is the Zivid 1 Plus series, and the other one is the Zivid 2 series, which we came out with. We launched it. Actually, it was supposed to be Vision last year, but that didn't happen. So we introduced that to the market around 6 months ago. And it's been a pretty interesting journey so far. It's been very well received. They're kind of doing the same thing. So there's 3D cameras here that provide a very sort of dense, high quality point cloud, but also with color information, so that it's kind of like a Swiss Army knife for whatever you want to do with your applications, like what we have behind there. We probably have the feature that you need to do that thing. So, for example, this is a pretty good case.
Yeah.
So, this robot is using the 2D information, the color 2D information from the Zivid camera to basically feed it into the AI engine that sorts these different objects based on their color and whatnot. And then it then looks up the 3D information afterwards to sort of figure out where should I go and pick this thing. So it's a little bit of a combo.
And talking about this demo, so here the Zivid 2 camera is on arm.
Yes.
So robot mounted. Why are we so inclined in Zivid to do that? Why is the benefit?
That's a good question. So, well, as the first camera was, the Zivid 1 Plus camera is sort of optimal for a stationary mounting scenario where you sort of just fix it up on some ceiling or whatnot. For the Zivid 2, we decided to basically take a different approach by really tailoring it, really designing it with putting it on the robot in mind. And the reason is simply that it is it's actually very logical to do it. It has a lot of purposes, especially when you do when you're working with optics, you suffer from all kinds of strange artifacts and things that happens. Anyone that's working with 3D probably knows this. So what we can do with on-arm, with putting the camera on arm, is that we can really add a lot of redundancy to some of these artifacts that could happen. Like you can see one object from one angle, but you can't see it from another angle. If you put it in a stationary position, there's some objects that you might never be able to see. If you put it on the robot, there's actually a lot of flexibility. You can just program your robot to move around, and it will actually unveil whatever is there, which is a really, really cool benefit. And you could do it on that robot instead of building a massive multi-camera system that costs 50,000 euros or whatnot.
And by the way, you're actually doing a presentation about that tomorrow.
So I can't reveal too much now because in the presentation tomorrow we're going to go a little bit more in depth on this. It's not so much about Zivid, but it's more about the philosophy of doing things on arm. Where we also talk a little bit about some of the other cool benefits, like what this robot here is doing, where it's serving actually multiple stations with the same camera instead of having one camera for each station. So there's a lot of nice
So
tricks.
the presentation is tomorrow?
Yes.
What time? 4? I think it's 4. 4:30. Yes,
yeah, I
4.
think it's 4:30.
Yes, at 4:30 at Vision. So you can definitely check
Should
it out if you're
definitely
here.
tune in.
And if you're not here, you can also see it live because it will be streamed in a few days by the Vision organization.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I better-
Yes, everybody will see you.
Oh no.
It's gonna go worldwide.
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool.
Yes.
You better watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so my last question is about quality. So
Yes.
we're completely obsessed with quality at Zivid.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about the process we go through?
So, yeah, like you said, we're kind of obsessed with quality across the entire stack, all from the customer engagement side of it, all the way down to the very beginnings of the mechanical engineering that goes into the cameras. And it's simply because we're serving an industrial market where things are supposed to live for a long time, supposed to do a robust job. It's not supposed to damage goods or fail, and downtime is super scary. It's like if your production line goes down for a day, 2 days, a weekend, or a week at worst, like whatever could happen, it can be very costly, very bad for the whole production line. If one chain fails, the whole thing, or one link fails, the whole chain breaks.
Yeah.
So making the cameras extremely robust and ensure that they can live for a long time is very important for us. So we spent a lot of time, especially with this camera, to sort of make sure that this can run for years and years. You can operate on that robot without sort of being suffer from reduced calibration over time, because these things will change, and sensitivity to temperature changes and all these things. We just don't want that hassle on our customers. We'll take care of it. That's kind of what we call simplicity, I guess. You just move the problem to us instead of the customers having it.
Yeah, nice.
So that's it.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for these questions and these nice answers. Now, can you find me my next victim? Mikkel.
Next victim. Mikkel.
Mikkel, come here.
Okay, see ya.
See ya. Jump. Yes. Hello. Can you just come here?
Are we
Interviewing right now. Yes.
live? Are we editing it as well or not?
No.
Okay.
No, we're not editing.
Okay, fine.
It's gonna be like
So what
in
do you
one room.
what do you think about how do you think about the show today, Marie? From a marketing point of view.
Oh no, I don't want to answer. Oh no, I think it's great. The booth looks amazing. There's definitely less people than the previous years from what I understood because of COVID, but it's actually better quality conversations that we have with customers here. Because people are really want to be here, and you can actually take your time to explain everything. So from a marketing point of view, I think it's going super well.
So how long have you been in Zivid?
No! It's me who asks the questions. No. Yeah, I've been here for not so long.
But you're doing an amazing job already.
Thank you. And you, Mikkel, who are you?
So I've been in Zivid for 3 years, exactly. I had my first week in Zivid at Vision Trade Show in 2018. So I've been having the pleasure of experiencing this industry in the COVID period a lot, but that's who I am. I am father of 4, been many years in Microsoft, so more from a software side, and now enjoying more the hardware world.
On the sales part.
And I lead, I head up sales and marketing at Zivid, so everything commercial.
Exactly. And so it's been 3 years now that you're here. And can you tell me how you saw the market evolve in these 3 years regarding 3D?
It's been an interesting journey. I think for those of you who are familiar with this Gartner hype curve, you have this, I think that's called inflated expectations. Like this, you hyped up the emerging technology, and I felt I probably joined Zivid where there was this sort of inflated expectations to what 3D could provide, and then through these 3 years, we've seen maybe more landing into more realistic and resetting some of the expectations, and now bouncing back maybe more realistically what can be achieved with technology at hand is now starting to happen. So we've seen a lot of extremely interesting projects, customers, throughout these 3 years. But it really feels now that these projects are becoming much more, say, real, and the project is very tangible versus what it was 3 years ago. So.
Nice. And tell me, have you had? What do you think about the booth, and also have you had any feedback from the people who have been here on the booth?
It's been very enjoyable.
Yeah?
So we had 2 days. I mean, we can also see that there's a bit crowded here, that
Yes.
people are going into the camera, which is just illustration of the experience. Right now we have approximately 10 people standing here behind the camera and wanting to look at our products. It's in general, we've had companies coming to us and say, this is our the most desirable object right now. Can we please buy it? It's been people that come to saying to us that this is the by far most interesting product they've seen on the fair. So it's been some really very positive feedback. And I think what we're hearing in general is the appreciation of being able to pack, when I'm talking mainly about Zivid 2, pack such an enormous amount of performance in such a small footprint. Where you see, and also just sort of, which is unparalleled. And then also the appreciations of our efforts on really driving this conversation around, or this pursuit on quality in all dimensions. So it feels that we have sort of a good sort of fit between what customers would like to have and what we have to offer.
Yeah. And we're back. We had to cut for a while because Mikkel is so busy and he had to leave the interview. But we're back now with our next guest star, which is Nimal.
Hello, Marie.
Nimal from SICK. Who are you, Nimal?
Well, I'm Nimal and working for SICK Sweden within our robot guidance. So I have the pleasure to work together with you.
Yes, Nimal has actually been part of the family, the Zivid family, for the past few weeks to make this nice demo. He also has our little badge here, so he's also with us on the booth for the whole week at Vision. So can you tell me more about this demo? What is it doing?
Yeah, sure. So this demo is actually using the SICK bin picking software called PLB, and together with the Zivid 2 Plus camera, we are locating these candy objects, and using the color information from your camera, we are classifying the different types of candies. So that's actually what we're doing.
Nice. And so it's picking candies. What's your favorite candy?
Well, you see, I have a lot of candy, so I like all of them. So there's not one single candy I don't like.
Okay. So can you tell me about the Zivid 2 camera? Why was it chosen, and did it actually help you better with this application?
So one of the benefits with the Zivid 2 camera is that you can mount it actually on a robot arm, and it's quite small compared to other competitors. And what makes this good in our application is that it's flexible, and you can go around to multiple bins. As you see here, we have 5 bins, so we don't need to have 5 cameras in order to be able to locate the parts in the 5 different bins. So it's really flexible and cost benefit at the same time. Why should you buy 5 cameras when you can mount a camera on the robot?
Exactly.
So
nice.
It's a big plus.
Yeah. And so you were talking about mounting Zivid 2 on the arm of the robot.
Yes.
So we call it on arm at Zivid. So why, for this application, did you choose to have the camera robot mounted?
Well, it's a small booth, and we would like to be able to pick from different bins here. So it's much easier to go around with one camera. So that's why we...
Yeah, exactly. And my last question is about just the interactions that you had here with the customers that went to see the demo. Did you have any feedback, any special thing about it? Did they like it?
They love it. They love it. Yes. So it has been a great time, and people, they love to press on the iPad to get the candy. So it has been great, and people really love to see not a regular bin picking application, which typically is quite boring. So this has been a really big pleasure.
And there's actually almost no candies left.
No, it's only that's why I filled up my pockets.
Yeah.
So I have some when I leave. So that's right.
Right. And so do you think that this application could maybe be public one day?
Sure, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm convinced.
Perfect. And actually, I have another question.
Yes.
Last question is about how it was easy or not to merge the camera and the SDK with your software.
So it has been super easy to actually integrate the Zivid camera together with our software using your SDK, which is quite nice, and the documentation on your website is awesome. So
very developer friendly.
super easy. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Nimal.
You're welcome, Øyvind.
We are super happy to have you here and part of the family.
I love it.
Yes, great.
Thank you.
See you.
See you.